Hi, everybody. My name's Taylor. On this channel, I talk about health, wellness, spirituality, and leveling up in your life. And I guess this is my first live stream. This is really strange. Um, I think there's like 3 people on at the moment. This is really funny. I have 2 screens on at the moment. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get started on this live. Hi, Vegan Ninja. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be stumbling over my words. Hello, how's everyone out there? I see there's 4 people on at the moment. Thanks for joining, guys. The reason I wanted to do a live today was... Hi, Piers. Thank you. The reason I wanted to do a live today was that I tend to get a lot of the same questions about veganism. I've also had a couple of specific questions on YouTube and in my Instagram as well. And I'll see if I can get used to this interface because I haven't actually really used this before. So this is really interesting. I guess I will just share this to Facebook, I guess. So. I guess I will just post this to Facebook now. Sweet. Alrighty. So the reason I started this one was so I could answer a question in the YouTube comments. So someone asked me what my vegan story was, and yeah, I just thought I would answer that. So basically, I went vegan when I was 12 years old. My family, we went to LA for a 3-week holiday to Disneyland. And on this trip, we were going to like Disneyland and having like junk food and stuff like what most families do on a trip to California. And what was really great about this trip was that Mum and Dad happened to come across this book called Skinny Bitch. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Okay, that'll be funny if I'm not allowed to say that, or if it'll bleep it out. It won't bleep it out, but whatever. Yeah, so they came across this book named Skinny Bitch, and this book was geared towards weight loss. So when we got back from the States, it was... we were all feeling pretty bad after having like a lot of junk food. So Mum and Dad read this book and we all went on a vegan health kick as well. So it was really, really great because I was eating vegan at home. And what happened is Mum and Dad didn't want to impose this on me at the house. So on the weekends, I went to my friends' houses and I would just eat loads of junk food and I would have a junk food hangover. It was really, really, really crazy. As a 12-year-old, I would come home and I would feel absolutely terrible because my parents were feeding me such good food at home. And I remember going to this one girl's house and she gave me fresh cow's milk and I was like, oh my gosh, please, I never want to drink this again. So in my own body, I was noticing myself feel a lot better, a lot lighter, and just more healthy in general because I wasn't like a overweight, but I was a little bit of a chubby kid. Hello, hi everyone. Hi Reese. Yeah, this is really nice. I see there's 7 of you now, so yay! Thank you everyone for joining. I'm going to try and not stumble on my words. But yeah, so basically this was kind of like a process, and in this experiment time, I decided to read Skinny Bitch. And in the book, there was this really powerful, confronting chapter about what happens to the animals. And it was just, as a 12-year-old, I'd never thought about it before. I didn't make that connection. Oh, hi, Riz. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you for tuning in. Ooh, I'm so nervous. This is hilarious. Okay, I'm live. Okay, I'll stop just like blubbering now. I'll stick to the point. Yeah, so I was reading this chapter on basically animal slaughter, and YouTube wasn't a thing then, or if it was, I was too young to go watch it on my own. So it was very full on about what they do to the animals. And as a 12-year-old, I was just absolutely broken. I couldn't stomach it. I thought it was the worst thing I'd ever read, and I couldn't really look at my food the same because I actually knew who it was. And then mum and dad actually went back to eating animal products because where we're from on the South Coast, it's quite a big dairy town as well. So there was the social pressures were different then, and there wasn't as much information. Fast forward a couple years, and my parents and my sister are also ethical vegans. So I'm very grateful for them to support me and this on my journey. So that's been really, really great. And they make really amazing food as well. And so when I turned 13, after we got back from a trip from Bali, I decided I was done eating animal products, and yeah, I just kind of stuck to it. That was kind of it. I didn't really go back. I just stuck to my guns on what I felt was right. And I focused on eating really healthy. At that time, there wasn't very many vegan alternatives. So it was actually really hard to be a junk food vegan. So I was eating super, super healthy. My skin was really, really great as well throughout high school. And I just lived my best life. And yeah, it was a really amazing process. And in April, I'll be vegan for 11 years. And I'm planning on continue doing activism through social media, maybe a bit more street activism as well. I did quite a lot of that last year and had a bit of a break just to finish some stuff with uni. Okay, Vegan Ninja asked, what was the hardest thing about changing? Yeah, 11 years. Yeah, and you know what? I've been vegan for 11 years, but I really, really wish I've been vegan my whole life, to be honest. I can definitely feel the difference in my body. Like I remember being little eating meat and always feeling that food coma vibe, especially through summer as well. Vegan Ninja, what was the hardest thing about changing? For me, it was definitely finding the inner assertion to say no to animal products around me, especially I think the social pressures I found the hardest, especially explaining it to people in a nice way. Yeah, Riz. Yes, definitely social stuff was definitely the hardest. Why it took me so long to actually pull the trigger and say no to all animal products altogether was that I was a pretty quiet child and I didn't really I was never a troublemaker. I think I only got detention twice throughout like my entire high school, and that was always like a group thing. I was a bit of a goody two-shoes. So definitely having a disagreement with someone was always on my mind. And it seemed like no matter how hard I tried to be polite about it in some situations, it always kind of got thrown back in my face a little bit. That being said, though, I had a really great group of friends in high school that were always super, super supportive of me. And I'm still like really great friends with to this day. And a couple of my friends in high school did actually go vegan as well, which was really amazing. Yeah, definitely the social stuff, not the actual eating vegan, and all the health stuff has just really, really, really been great. To be honest, the only time I ever had any issues with my health was probably in my first year of uni, because I moved to Sydney, and first year of uni, and you're just like, yay, Australian drinking culture. But it didn't take me long to realize that I was going to waste a lot of money doing that. And I always felt really amazing during high school. And, after you've had a couple of vodka, like lemonades or orange juice or whatever on the weekend, it doesn't really take you long to figure out that isn't optimal for your health. So yeah, that is my vegan story. I hope that answers, I think his name was Jeff that asked that question. But yeah, so that answers that one. Yeah, so I see there's seven people now. Hello, how's it going? Orange juice not optimal. Hi, Angry Vegan, how are you? Orange juice is optimal. but not when there's vodka in it. I wish I could tell 18-year-old me that, but I don't drink anymore. I learnt my lesson pretty quickly on that one. But yeah, orange juice is definitely optimal, and it's got lots of vitamin C. Yes, keep the pulp. That's important. Yeah. Oh no, I think you tuned after I talked about the vodka part. But yes, orange juice is fantastic. Lemonade is like, yeah, it's like, I mean, it doesn't have any fiber in it. So I'm definitely more whole food, plant-based now. I'm not really having a lot of refined stuff. I do have date syrup, which is really good though. I don't know, has anyone here tried date syrup? Yeah, so that's my vegan story. That was a big point that I wanted to cover in this. I also wanted to talk about, someone asked me that macro one. Yeah, so it's a date syrup that they sell in Australia, in Woolies specifically, and it's about $6 a bottle, but it's super, super great. Yeah, at Woolies. Yeah, are you from Australia, Riz? Yes, date syrup. We go through so much date syrup. It's actually crazy. Oh, sweet. Melbourne. Nice. I hope everyone's like in a good place at the moment. I haven't quite kept up with like all the COVID news and stuff. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well and everything wherever they are in the world. And yeah, so that is my vegan story. I did want to answer a question about what supplements I use. So yeah, I watch the news to be updated, but then once I see, have I had date syrup vodka? No, I haven't had date syrup vodka. Have you had date syrup vodka? Angry vegan? Are you in Adelaide at the moment? Because yeah, I think you were like cycling a lot down there, weren't you? Yeah. Good on you. That's awesome. Oh, sweet. Nice. I bet you it's really, really nice up there. Cool. We should catch up when you're down in Sydney. That'd be awesome. Yeah. I had a question about supplements I use, and I thought that was pretty important to answer. So to be honest, I actually ran out of my B12 supplement a while ago. I used to get it frequently from the Cruelty Free Shop in Sydney, but I am planning to get another one of that one. In terms of other supplements, I use Pure Plant Source Omega-3 DHA vegan capsules. On off. I'm not super thorough with it. I mean, I have it when I remember it. And currently I'm having turkey tail mushroom extracts in the morning, as well as lion's mane. And I made a video about it a while ago. And I've noticed with the lion's mane, I'm having really trippy dreams. Oh yeah, for vitamin D. Cool. You know, I've never actually thought of having vitamin D just because I thought, well, I'm in the sun a lot, but I mean, I've had a couple people tell me that, so I will look into that and grab some of that. That sounds really great. And yeah, I mean, turkey tail, I'm having that in the morning and lion's mane at night. And for the lion's mane, I'm finding it's giving me really, really trippy dreams. Like ever since I've started taking it, my dreams are getting much more vivid and super, super colorful, and I can remember them because apparently it gives you neurogenesis. So it rewires your brain and gives you new stem cells, I think, or something like that. I supplement vitamin C just because they taste like orange Tic Tacs. Yes. Nice. Dude. Yes. I do actually. I think they haven't been super hectic or nightmarish, just super, super vivid and more like an epic saga that's not scary. So it's weird because I'll wake up and I'll go through the day and then I'll see something that triggers, it reminds me what I dreamt about the night before. And then all of the memories of the dreams will come flooding back. Like I had a dream about, just like this crazy ocean place and about traveling, probably because of COVID, and I want to travel. It's been really great. Lion's Mane, it's definitely been worth the investment. Piers and I went halves in it, so it was really great because he reminds me to take it, and likewise I remind him to take it. And yeah, so that's been really great. I hope that answers that YouTube question, the YouTube comment question I had the other day. And also someone asked me about how I edit videos in my Instagram. Ooh. How do I feel about the potential for no jab, no travel? I don't know. I'm very sad at the moment that I can't travel overseas because I usually do travel once a year. This time last year, I was I was just getting back from the Middle East. I went to Jordan for 3 weeks for uni, and that was really amazing, and it was incredible, and I loved it. And I love traveling. And yeah, me too. Australia is so beautiful, and it's definitely, this whole situation made me want to explore more of our backyard. And I have been doing that. I went to Byron a bit earlier this year, which was really, really great. I love Byron so much, and I definitely want to go back. But yeah, it's been really great. I don't know about the no jab, no travel. I mean, I'll have to see how it folds out, and my opinion will probably change on it as the whole situation unfolds, because everything seems to change every single day about the vaccine and everything. No. Yeah, I prefer Southeast Asia as well. I really miss Bali. I miss Thailand. I miss Chiang Mai. I miss cycling in Chiang Mai a lot, actually. Yeah. I also thought it would be interesting I thought it would be interesting if I shared some interesting vegan news that I thought was positive, especially in the activist community. I mean, I find that I really need to look at all the good changes that are happening in the world, because our media is very much about fear and everything. So I thought I'd share some stuff that I thought was really, really cool. The most interesting and exciting thing I found was that a vegan preschool is going to open in Australia. I'll share that in the chat. I thought that was really, really cool. So this sustainable play preschool is located in New South Wales. Yeah, so the whole vegan menu is going to be dietitian approved. How cool is that? How far have we come? When I was little, I never thought that anything like this would happen. Yeah, so I'm just having a look, at the article itself. So the vegan preschool opens in late summer or early autumn of 2021. So yeah, it's opening in Australia, which is awesome. I know. Oh my gosh. I used to have that Soy Good ice cream. Did you have that, Riz? Riz, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sorry if I'm not, but they used to have the Soy Good chocolate, and I used to take that to every party I went to, and that was, I got a little bit sick of it, as well as Larissa. Okay, sorry, Larissa. That's awesome. Yeah, it's all right, that ice cream, but I think Oreos, that was the favorite for me. Yes, that chocolate sorbet, that one's really good as well. So yeah, so that's that news. This is all from Live Kindly, as well as Plant-Based News as well. But children need to eat meat, need meat to chew for their teeth. Yeah, there's vegan magnums now. Yeah, the almond magnums are really, really great. I've also found, as more alternatives have come out, I kind of justify spending a lot of money on food because I want to support all of these like amazing companies. So I'll go to the cruelty-free shop in Glebe and just buy so many new things. And then I'm like, okay, keep it calm, like calm down, just stick to the whole food stuff. But it's really fun to try all these new things. Speaking of vegan junk food, hello, Suzanne. Speaking of vegan junk food, this isn't really relevant to us in Australia, but I think it's a pretty big step. McDonald's McPlant Burger is officially on the market, and that is going to be on the menu in Denmark and Sweden. So the fast food chain began trialing the new menu item in January. So I don't know about you guys, but I think some yeah, I know, right? It did take them long enough. Yeah. Cruelty-free shop is not budget friendly. Yeah, it's not budget. Like, I've spent a lot of money at the cruelty-free shop, like for my old work shoes and stuff. But yeah, I think it's really great that McDonald's is actually having a burger. I mean, some people, I think, don't want to eat at McDonald's because of everything else they sell. But I think capitalism and veganism, they kind of go hand in hand because we can change culture by what we vote with our dollar with. I said that in such an insane way. What I meant is that what we pay for, we're going to get more of. So if we continually buy plant-based burgers, there's going to be more of them. I know if anyone lives in Newtown, what happened with Gelato Blue was that they sold normal gelato for a long time, and then they started stocking plant-based flavors, and because of that, they was so popular that they ended up going fully plant-based. So that's just one example where I think people underestimate how committed vegans are to seeking out vegan products. Like, we're seriously into, plant-based living. So these businesses are gonna, support us and swing our way if we pay for it, basically. Yes, McDonald's does need to do a vegan burger in Australia. That's so true. Yeah, what we pay for, we'll get more of, but then we'll have no money left to buy it in small quantities. Yeah. So VSIG, I think it gives some credit to veganism to a big percentage of population who only believe on TV and big companies. Yeah, I think people underestimate how important marketing is in terms of, keeping people eating animal products. I don't know if anyone saw the latest bloody lamb ad in Australia. It was just shocking. I'll just get angry, so I won't go into it. Angry vegan. What's the last fast food I had? Last fast food. I don't know. Does coffee count as fast food? I mean, I had an almond latte today at a cafe. I guess that's fast food because they make it quick. Yeah, it is. The lamb ads are just ridiculous. I remember that lamb ad where they were showing this vegan in Brooklyn, and they were like, in the scenario, they came in with like a flamethrower and lit up the guy's room, and that went on national television as a commercial, and everyone kind of got on the emails and wrote some angry emails, and I don't know if it got taken down, but that was pretty controversial. How do I feel about coffee? I want to stop at some point. Yeah, I don't think coffee is like the optimal thing to have. I do like having coffee. I do. It's not the best. I definitely like to have time off it. Yeah. I do like me a good almond latte though. That is really nice. It is nice. I do like to know if the stuff's fair trade and that. And I don't even have like preservatives. We make our own oat milk and stuff now. So that's kind of like the only junk food thing I really have. I don't even eat gluten anymore. It's been really interesting. I've kind of gotten rid of gluten because I never felt nice eating it. And then Yes, yeah. Black tea is really nice. I love a good black tea with soy milk. It's definitely really, really good. I also really like having mint tea. Angry vegan. I just occasionally have Aldi brand decaf coffee. Disgusting thought for true coffee snobs. How? Actually, a decaf coffee is nice. I haven't had Aldi brand for a while though. It is cheap. What did you have that was gluten that you dropped, like pasta and bread? Yeah, I used to eat more pasta. I never really liked having too much bread. I liked having sourdough, but white bread I've never really liked, and I've always felt a bit after it. So once I stopped having it, I also kind of noticed my skin get a little bit better, which was weird, and just like my stomach, like my digestion was better as well. And then once I had like a bit of a reaction to it when I stopped having it for like a really long time, and I had like some dumplings, and then I didn't feel very well after it. But yeah, that could just be me. Yeah, when I got my blood test done, and I think my doctor once wanted me to test for like celiac because I told her that I never really did well with bread. But yeah, I just stopped having gluten altogether, and I feel pretty good. But I think a lot of the way that they process bread now is not like they used to. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I would like to use a sensitivity test kit as well. It'd be interesting to see, like, have it diagnosed. I don't know what people like. Yeah, here I am mega dosing gluten. Yeah, I don't think it's the worst thing you can have. I think it's definitely a case by case scenario. I think if you're having like white bread from Woolworths that's $1, that's probably not going to be optimal. But then it's also like it's all plant based and you're not hurting animals. So like go for it. I think, food is food. And if you're like cycling a lot and doing a lot of activity, I never noticed a big issue when I was cycling like crazy amounts having bread. Yeah, it's all plant-based. It's all good. Yeah, and what else is in new and vegan news? Here I am just reading all websites that I can find. So apparently there was over 600,000 signups to Veganuary, which was pretty good. Yeah, I haven't been cycling as much either. I do want to pick it up again. My bike has been sitting in the garage, and I actually need to fix it a bit because it's just been a little bit neglected. Alexander Supertramp needs some help. That's the name of my bike. Yeah, so Veganuary went pretty well this year. Has been described as unstoppable, which is amazing. Yeah, that's all I have to say on that. And great story, Taylor. What else? Okay, so this is also really cool. I'm going to send this through. I'm assuming, let me know, there's 9 of us now. Let me know. Oh, thank you, Larissa. That's so lovely. What is my next video about? My next video, before I'll come back to the link that I just sent everyone in the group chat. Has everyone heard about Bitcoin? Is anyone interested in Bitcoin? I mean, it kind of hit its all-time high again. Oh no. Sure. Well, at the moment, it hit its all-time high, I think, last night, but it's back down under 40,000 USD. Yes, we're everywhere right now. Okay, well, I've got a mixed reception, so I'll still make one. Yeah, it did hit 40,000 USD. I think it's going to be interesting to see how it changes all of our lives as it's evolving and the cryptocurrency space is expanding. Wow, that's awesome. Angry Vegan made a few thousand. That's awesome. I work in the bank and many people don't want to go into Bitcoin, but banks don't like that. I think it's changing. I think the landscape around cryptocurrency is changing. I was going to put this in the video, but I might as well tell everyone now, is that Visa and BlockFi are actually joining together and making the first cryptocurrency credit rewards credit card. And that's coming out in the US. It's not here in Australia yet. But I think when companies like that are going to back it, it's, it's telling that it's going to become more mainstream. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going to talk about in my next video. I'm really excited because I've been learning about it a lot recently, and I'm very excited to share more because a lot of my friends down home have been asking me about it. So I thought it was something that I should make a video about. Angry Vegan, I sold a bunch at 35K a few weeks ago. Cool, not bad. I still reckon, yeah, you definitely would have made a lot, like depending on when you bought it. So that's what my next video is going to be about. And yeah, back to don'twatch.org. So I've just sent you a link in the group chat, everyone. This is really cool. If you are vegan watching this, I think you will love this. First of all, if you're going to watch it, just be wary that it is very graphic. It doesn't stop being graphic until about 5.5 minutes in. It's designed for people who haven't seen this stuff before. The way I could describe it is probably like a condensed version of Dominion with a little bit of like game changers and stuff at the end because it's got health and science info. But what's really great about this is if you send it to someone, oh, sorry, I just saw Angry Vegan, just bought it, then ignored it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just buying and hold. I just want to see where we go with Bitcoin. But yeah, so with don'twatch.org, it's share it to as many people as you can who aren't vegan because it's a challenge, right? So it's 7 minutes long. Hopefully it'll change people's perspectives. And the website that it takes you to afterwards has a bunch of resources and the sign up for like a vegan mentor, I think, as well as it also has activism supplies as well. So if you want to get into activism, you can for free get stickers and stuff sent to you. It's pretty cool. I will send a link to that as well. Obviously, like just follow like the law and just chalk with the stencils. Don't actually go and spray paint things with paint. But yeah, you can get like Don't Watch all stickers as well. Yes, so Don't Watch is a video website. So the one I just sent you is more for like all the vegans out there who want to get some more activism tools. But this is also the share link as well. I'll send that through now. Okay, I think because I'm in a weird browser situation, I can't find the link. But yeah, I'll just resend it anyway. Yeah, so if you'd like to share it on Instagram as well, use the hashtag Don'tWatchChallenge as well. James Aspie and Joe Carbstrong shared it as well. So it's really, really great for people who haven't seen this type of stuff to, like wake them up. Yeah, that is one of the other main points that I wanted to cover. Yeah, someone else asked me on Instagram what I edit with. So I edit with Adobe Premiere Pro. I don't know if that's the person who asked that's probably not here, so it's probably not relevant. But yes, does anyone have any like questions? Lol. I guess I can find us another vegan story. Okay. Basic. Since I'm vegan, my activism is just showing people that I don't die on this lifestyle. Yeah, I think the term vegan activist is a little bit redundant because if you are vegan, you're just living your life and showing people you can do it is activism in itself as well. So Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. You've been vegan for 6.5 years. That's awesome. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We need, you know, take care of yourself. Vegan Ninja weight loss tips. Um, yeah. Basic. Yeah, you're already disturbing people just by being vegan. Yeah, the cognitive dissonance is unreal. Weight loss tips. Well, go vegan. And specifically for weight loss, I think a whole food, plant based diet is optimal. Yeah, nourish before weight loss, and weight loss is a side effect. I totally agree with that because if you focus on eating as many whole foods as you can, vegetables, fruit, you're drinking plenty of water, having your greens, that is just going to come off. And also exercise in a way that makes you feel good. I think a lot of people, especially like in high school, I saw a lot of girls with trigger warning eating disorders. And I could see that the way that they were like working out was very much to reach this sort of aesthetic. And that is never going to really help you long term because you're doing exercise to kind of you're exercising to get this image, but you shouldn't really be exercising for an image. You should be exercising to make yourself feel good and actually honor what your body can do, because our bodies are amazing machines and it is just crazy what they're capable of. Like some of the things I've seen vegan cyclists do in Chiang Mai are just insane. I mean, when I started hanging around all these different vegans around all over the world, I mean, listening to Rich Roll and you actually hear what the human body is capable of. Like as Joseph Goggins, or I can't remember his name, Goggins says that when you think you're at your body's max, you're actually at 40% of your body's capacity. So we can do some pretty incredible things. So I think if you're going to start an exercise regime, think about what you're actually going to enjoy, what you're going to sustain long term. And I mean, go and do something. Like go see if you can ride 20 kilometers on a bike. Like even if it's walking 5Ks, go do that and encourage yourself and really congratulate yourself when you do stuff like that. Because I mean, we're not forever. I just got a text that there's a sale at Vegan Leather Co. Anyway, just thought you'd all know that. Yeah, so Larissa says sustainable exercise, walking, etc., something that can be repeated daily. Cycling in Chiang Mai, did I hang with Freely? I actually did cycle with Freely once in 2015. I thought I was the coolest person ever. It was so cool. It was so awesome, like meeting Jurian Ryder and Freely. They've really, yeah, they're really, really cool. And they really definitely pushed me. I remember riding with Freely up Doi Satep, and everyone was doing like an Everest ride. So we were going to ride up Doi Satep 5 times to complete the elevation of Everest. And I wasn't at my optimal fitness. I mean, I was coming off my first year of uni and my gap year, so I wasn't in the best shape, but I got dropped from Freely's group after lap 3. But cycling with her and the other people in that group really pushed me beyond my limits, and I felt so good about myself. And definitely meeting like Jurian Ryder and Freely at that cycling event has very much changed how I view exercise and food, and it has definitely influenced me in just such an amazing way. Helped her pack her bike up in 27, I think. Oh, thank you, Larissa. Oh, that's amazing. That is so cool. I really want to go back to Chiang Mai and see what my personal best would be up Doi Satep. Because yeah, I was like, and even Joey Carbstrong was like at that event, and I was too shy to say hello. Like, what was I doing? Yeah, I hope the world goes back and I can go to Chiang Mai and do some more cycling. But yeah, after I met during Rider and Freely, I was just so into cycling, and that type of training got me like long course fit. And I think the year after that, in 2017, I did my first long course Ironman. Did I meet any other YouTubers? I did. I think I met Bonnie Rebecca that year. I did meet Evan Rock in 2015 because I went to his Raw retreat when he was vegan at the time. Nick Carter, I didn't even know him. Yeah, I met Maddie. We actually flew together from Thailand to Bali, and I met Chloe Kian. Kataz, hey, Kataz. I hope I got it right. Sorry. Yeah. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I met Maddie. Maddie was really, really, really nice. She was so lovely. Yeah, I was there in 2015, so I didn't meet Nikocado, Avocado, whatever his name was. Maybe he was there and I just didn't meet him. But that was a really fun year, and I met so many amazing people that I'm like still friends with to this day. And there's a couple of people I haven't seen since that festival, and I miss them a lot. Yeah. This has been a really great live, guys. Thank you so much for like jumping on. I really appreciate it, everyone who's watching right now. And yeah, did I have any other? I think those were like my vegan news stories that I had. What's Bitcoin doing at the moment? It's at 39,300 USD. If anyone. Yeah. So Larissa just said after meeting those people, it's just totally shocking that some have gone back to animal products. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Especially the ones that have gone to the vigils and seen what happens to the animals. I don't understand. Because I've been planning on, I really want to go to a vigil to get some footage, and don't know that we are deficient. Oh, really? Is that what Bonnie Rebecca does now? It makes me, but why? I don't know. I don't know. Is it like an ego thing? They go back to it. It just, yeah. It's probably an ego thing. Probably maybe a money thing. It's really sad. It makes me sad. Am I in Sydney? No, I'm not in Sydney. I'm actually on the south coast of New South Wales at the moment. So a little bit south of Wollongong, if anyone's heard of that. Yeah, it's really nice on the coast. It was very warm today, and I've been enjoying summer, going to the beach and everything. And yeah, been enjoying making YouTube videos and getting back out there with activism. That's on my agenda this year. Maybe a little bit more street activism, as well as COVID starting to clear up. I'm a little bit far away from Sydney, so in terms of street activism, I haven't been doing that as much. Oh, thank you, Larissa. Thank you. Yeah, that breakup video took me a long time to make. Oh, that's really nice. I made that video because I think that's what I needed to see like this time last year. So I'm hoping to do more videos like that, not just about breakups, but especially with the kind of empowerment package. Would you guys like that, with kind of like affirmations and films and books at the end? I really want to do more of those because I think affirmations are super helpful in terms of like going forward in life and stuff. Yay, Vegan Ninja, yes. Cool. Well, maybe I'll do some like financial affirmations for a Bitcoin video. And I'm still planning to do more what I eat in a days. I'll just mix out what I'm kind of eating and stuff. Like I'm filming today actually, so that's going to be another vlog. I went to Berry on the south coast, which is this really cute town with a really nice park, and that was really lovely. Angry vegan, do a Bitcoin video, but the twist is that you lose all your money. That's hilarious. I hope not. I hope I don't lose all my money. Unlike James Aspey. Oh, is that like his new video? I saw it like in my feed. I just haven't watched it yet. He's had a few new videos come out. Visu, yeah, affirmations, tuning the subconscious. Isn't that like so funny? Do you guys think that veganism seems to like open people up more to spirituality? Because like I decided to do a Vipassana last year because my activist friends like showed me that the Vipassana course wasn't a cult, because I looked it up because I'd seen James Aspey's video and the website looks kind of dodge, and I thought it was a cult, and I was like, nah, I'm not going. And then some of my friends in Sydney were like, yeah, we've been, and it's like legit. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went and did it, and half of the activists I know in Sydney have all done Vipassanas, and it's super, super, super trippy, but it's definitely, I hope it's given me James Aspey debating powers. What is a Vipassana? A Vipassana is a 10-day silent meditation. I wouldn't call it a retreat. That's not the right word. It's the longest, depending on where you are in your life, it's a pretty intense 10 days because you take a vow of silence and you're meditating 11 hours a day. So you wake up at 4 a.m. and you do meditations at 2-hour intervals. And yeah, you have like the food's really, really good in the Blue Mountains. That's where I did mine. Or they're vegetarian, like 90% of the food is vegan, but then they have a section like for milk or yogurt. And you have a really great breakfast, really great lunch, and then you have some fruit and tea for dinner. And yeah, so that's what you do for 10 days is just meditate and sit with your thoughts, which is like a lot of the population can't handle that. I actually really enjoyed it. Day 3 was pretty hard though. I thought I was done, and then I accidentally meditated through dinner, and that gave me the confidence to finish it because I was like, oh, I actually can do this. Amazing. Because if you go in with a watch, they tell you to take a watch, but I found if there was a clock around, especially in the hall, I constantly check the clock. So I purposefully went in without a watch. But yeah, absolutely, Larissa, a huge weight is lifted once you stop meat. One you didn't know you carried, and you feel more connected. Yeah, definitely. I definitely felt that like a long time ago. And I feel that I felt very spiritual as well when I went raw vegan too. That was like a whole another level of just seeing everything in HD. And then I went to Hawaii, and the fruit was so good that when I came back to Australia, I couldn't keep it up anymore because the fruit wasn't that good anymore. Yeah, the raw thing is good if you plan it. I found that it was difficult. I mean, it's such a cop-out. Like, you can do it. You can totally do it as long as you're eating enough and getting those bananas and all the fruit you need ripening in a really good system, and then you're all good. At the time I did it though, I was in the city, I didn't have a car, and I was like the weirdo in my dorm that would come back to my studio apartment with like a whole tray of bananas, and people would be like, what are you doing? Like, I was such a weirdo. I still am, if nothing's changed. Meditating 11 hours a day sounds super boring. You would be surprised. I also had really trippy dreams in Vipassana, and your senses get super, super sharp just because you're deprived of all entertainment. May try that raw thing. Yeah, like definitely try it out. I always think it's good for like a cleanse and stuff. Yeah, just make sure you're like eating enough and doing the research as well. It's a lot easier to do in summer. Winter is a whole nother story. I found it really, really hard in winter because I like comfort food as well. but I did it for 3 months, I think. Is it ayahuasca or something? No, Vipassana is just you and your thoughts. Ayahuasca, I think that's like a South American thing. We aren't getting summer in Melbourne really this year. Weird. Yeah, I think it's like the weather pattern. Like it's really tropical, just south of Wollongong at the moment. It's just been really stormy and tropical and humid and wet at the same time. Like we're supposed to get a storm tonight, I think. That'll come through pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, oh wow, 50 minutes. That's gone by very quickly, guys. That's really cool. Wow. Okay, so I think 50 minutes is like a pretty good like length of time for a first live. Does any more questions or anything before I like sum up? Thank you. Thanks, Vegan Ninja, for tuning in. I'm sure I'll have more points. Thank you, Larissa. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate like you guys taking the time out to watch this. I'm sure next time we'll have a lot more to talk about because I won't be as nervous and I won't be like fumbling over the 2 monitors I have in front of me. But yes, thanks everyone for tuning in, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely evening. And hopefully I'll be posting the Bitcoin video either Monday or Tuesday, and the vlog I'm filming today probably on Wednesday. But yeah, let me know what else you'd like to see in the comments. If you haven't liked this video, I don't even know if you can like it. Please like. That's cool. It's morning here. Awesome. Good morning. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone. And also hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and click the notification bell. And I'm also planning to make these live streams quite frequent. So yeah, probably 7 or 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I will see you guys next week, and I hope you have an amazing week as well. So